Good day. I'm so pleased to be with you today to give you a clear understanding of what constitutes business and how a business works, particularly corporations. Let's start with the concept of business. Business is any activity one engages in as a means of livelihood. Pumapasok tayo sa pagnenegosyo o business para kumita at tustusan ang ating mga pangangailangan sa pamamagitan ng pagbebenta ng mga produkto at serbisyo. A physical store or website is not really needed before we say that one is engaging in a business for as long as the entity seeks profit from the activity. For example, the taho vendor that goes around your neighborhood engages in business because he sells something in exchange for a profit. One who offers skills or talent on a freelance basis, like your favorite makeup artist that you call whenever you need to be glammed up, a content writer that you hire for your website, an artist you commission to paint or sketch your family picture, or one who makes face masks these days and sells it is also engaged in business. Mahalaga ang business hindi lang sa mga negosyante. Mahalaga din ito sa ating mga consumer. Sa pamamagitan ng mga business entities, mas madali nating makukuha ang mga bagay at serbisyong kinakailangan natin sa pang-araw-araw. A business carries out activities like producing goods or providing services. An example of an entity that produces goods is one who ventures in manufacturing business like car manufacturers, beverage manufacturer, those that manufacture canned goods, clothing, and cars, those which are into farming business, textile producers. On the other hand, an example of an entity that provides services are those who are into food chain business, those operating hospitals and schools, those that are into consultancy services, laundry services, security services, brokerage, car repair services, and auto detailing services. In our country, there are 3 forms of business organizations you can choose from in defining your business venture, each having their own advantages and disadvantages. You can choose to put up either a sole proprietorship, partnership, or a corporation. Ang sole proprietorship ay nagmamay-ari at pinagtatakbo ng isang tao lamang. Kadalasan, ito ang mga kapitbahay nating sari-sari store, online sellers, at iba pang nagsisimula pa lamang at maliliit na negosyong nakarehistro sa Department of Trade and Industry. Ang sole proprietorship at nagmamay-ari nito o ang sole proprietor ay iisa lamang. Ang pangalan ng negosyo ay kumbaga alias or nickname lang ng business owner. Sa tuwing bibili ka sa sari-sari store o online seller, sa mismong may-ari ka nakikipagtransaksyon. Walang hiwalay na pagkatao o juridical personality ang sole proprietorship. Ibig sabihin, kapag namatay ang business owner, maglalaho ang sole proprietorship. Kung sakaling may pagkakautang o iba pang obligasyon ito, maaaring kunin ng bangko o creditor, maging ang mga personal na ari-arian ng business owner. Ang partnership naman ay binubuo ng 2 o mas madami pang individual na nagkakasundong pagsamahin ang kanilang mga puhunan upang magtayo ng negosyo at paghatian ang kikitahin. Gayon din ang anumang lugi mula dito. Kadalasan ito ang mga law firms at accounting firms. Unlike sole proprietorship, a partnership has a separate juridical personality from that each of the partners. However, the partners are still liable pro rata with all the property and after all the partnership assets have been exhausted for the contract which may be entered into the name and for the account of the partnership under its signature and by a person authorized to act for the partnership. Like in a single proprietorship, when a partner dies, the partnership is dissolved. Samantala, ang corporation ay maaaring ipatayo ng isa o mas marami pang individual. Ito ang porma ng pinakamalalaking negosyo sa bansa. Kabilang na ang mga kilalang fast food chains, manufacturers, property developers, at maging ang mga ospital. May sarili itong buhay at tila isang tao na maaaring pumasok sa iba't ibang transaksyon. Kung gayon, maaaring magpatuloy ang operasyon ng corporation sa mahabang panahon at ipasa o ipamana ang mga pagmamay-ari nito sa ibang tao. Mayroon din itong limited liability. Hindi gaya ng sole proprietorship at partnership, hindi maaaring hilahin ang mga personal na ari-arian ng business owner para punan ang pagkakautang at iba pang obligasyon ng corporation. Let's know more about corporations. Republic Act Number 11232 or the Revised Corporation Code of the Philippines defines a corporation as an artificial being created by operation of law, having the rights of succession and the powers, attributes, and properties expressly authorized by law or incident to its existence. Based on this definition, a corporation has 4 attributes. First, it is an artificial being. It is the fiction of law that creates the person of the corporation. Second, it is created by operation of law. Ibig sabihin nito, hindi sapat na magkasundo lamang ang mga nagpapatayo nito o ang tinatawag nating incorporators upang mabuo ang isang corporation. Kailangang may batas na nagtatakda sa pagtatayo at operasyon nito. The general law that provides for the formation, organization, and regulation of private corporation refers to the Revised Corporation Code. Third, it has the right of succession. This means that the life of a corporation is not affected by the death of the stockholders. It has the capacity for continuous existence, and if everything goes well, there's forever for a corporation. Fourth, it has the powers, attributes, and properties expressly authorized by law or incident to its existence. Maaring pumasok ang korporasyon sa mga kontrata at transaksyon, bumili at magbenta ng ari-arian, magsampa o sampahan ng kaso, at iba pang kapangyarihan na nakasaad sa Revised Corporation Code. Incorporation ang tawag sa proseso ng pagbuo ng isang corporation. Nagsisimula ito kapag nagpasya ang isang tao o nagkasundo ang 2 o higit pang bilang na magtayo ng isang corporation. Under Section 10 of the Revised Corporation Code, any person, partnership, association, or corporation singly or jointly with others but not more than 15 in number may form a corporation for any lawful purpose or purposes. We call them incorporators. A corporation with a single stockholder is called a one-person corporation. The next step is to prepare the papers and other information that must be submitted to the SEC. Kabilang na dito ang magiging pangalan ng corporation. It has to be distinguishable from a name already reserved or registered for the use of another corporation not protected by law and not contrary to law, rules, and regulations. The incorporator shall also submit the articles of incorporation and the bylaws to the SEC. Sa articles of incorporation, nakasaad ang purpose o mga gawain na papasukin ng corporation. Sa bylaws naman, nakasaad ang mga impormasyon tulad ng pagpapatakbo ng corporation. Kapag compliant ang mga sinabmit na dokumento, maglalabas ang SEC ng Certificate of Incorporation. Kung sa tao, ito ang magsisilbing birth certificate ng corporation at dito na magsisimula ang corporate existence at juridical personality nito. Now, who may operate a corporation? The Revised Corporation Code provides that the Board of Directors or trustees shall exercise the corporate powers, conduct all business and control all properties of the corporation. Immediately after their election, the directors of the corporation must formally organize and elect the corporate officers of the corporation. These officers shall manage the corporation and perform duties as may be provided in the bylaws and or as resolved by the Board of Directors. Ngayong rehistrado na ang corporation at napili na ang directors at officers nito, maaari nang pumasok sa autorisadong transaksyon ang corporation. Among others, the corporation can acquire or dispose real and personal properties. The corporation can enter into partnership, joint venture, merger and consolidation, or any other commercial agreement with natural or juridical persons. It can also sell or dispose its assets. It has the power to invest corporate funds in another business or for any other purpose. It can declare dividends and enter into management contracts. A corporation may operate as long as possible. Prior to the effectivity of the revised Corporation Code, a corporation could exist only for a period of not exceeding 50 years from the date of incorporation unless it is sooner dissolved or unless said period is extended. Now, corporations enjoy perpetual existence. Under Section 11 of the Revised Corporation Code, a perpetual corporate term is granted to a corporation by default, but the corporation may specify its corporate term, which may be extended or shortened by amending the Articles of Incorporation. So, is corporation the right form of business organization for you? Hindi kailangang malaki ang puhunan o negosyo na papasukin mo para magtayo ng corporation, lalo na ngayong may one-person corporation. Isa ito sa mga pagbabagong hatid ng Revised Corporation Code na naging batas noong February 2019. As the name implies, a one-person corporation is a corporation with only one single stockholder. Sa one-person corporation, malaya ang single stockholder na patakbuhin at gumawa ng mga desisyon para sa operasyon ng kumpanya. As a corporation, a one-person corporation has a separate juridical personality and limited liability. Ito ang malaking kaibahan ng one-person corporation sa sole proprietorship. Malaki ang ambag ng business sector sa pag-unlad ng ating ekonomiya. So if you have a good business idea, take a leap of faith and go for it. Putting up a corporation has never been more hassle-free because, as we like to say, it's easy at SEC.